Hello friends from YouTube. This is The Art of Growth. My name is Nilton.
And my name is Fabian.
This is not a financial advice. This is only for entertainment purposes.
We will try to form a tribe of ideas in how to generate income. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe and give us a like. Thank you.
Today, we will show you how to use two apps so you can start investing on your own. The apps are Robinhood and Webull. This is Robinhood. Download the app, fill it out with your information. If you use our link that we left you on the previous video, you will have a free share by now. But again, today we will leave you a link for each app so you can get a free stock on us.
Okay, so we are inside Robinhood. Once inside the app, we will go to the main screen. At the bottom, we will see a magnifying glass, which is the search option. And we're gonna type the name of the company or the ticker symbol that we're looking for. In this case, is already here, which is Apple. All right, so we're gonna look for Apple. We got Apple right here on the screen. And there's some things that we have to take into consideration before we start trying to invest or buy stocks. The first thing is the market hours. Like any business, the stock market has what is called market hours, and those are from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, there is during market hours we can place market orders in which we can buy or sell stocks and options. We will explain in later videos a little bit more into what options are or contracts. During these hours, market hours, we can buy stocks at the price that is being shown on the screen at that time.
Okay, let's walk you through on how to buy your first stock during market hours. First, click where it says trade, then on the buy. Once here, you can see how much money do you have available to buy stocks. In this case, I have $5.14 left on my available balance. The good thing about Robinhood is that we can buy fractional shares instead of the whole share. This is a good option if we don't have enough money to invest. So I'm gonna use this $5 that I have to buy a fraction of an Apple share.
Okay, so as my friend Nilton said, we're gonna use the $5 to buy a fraction of an Apple share. So here we have it under dollars, as you can see on the top, and we type the amount of dollars we want to use, which is $5. Then click on review, and then you swipe up to submit the order. The order is received, and it will be placed during market hours, because remember, we are doing market order, which is from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The video is being recorded today on a Saturday, so the order is not gonna be placed until Monday at 9:30, and it's gonna buy this fraction. It's about what, 0.4129 of a fraction of a share. I don't even know how much that is. So
$5.
It's only $5, yes. So that was how to buy a fraction of a share with the amount of money you have. If you want to buy a whole share, or again fractionals, you will go to where it says buy in shares during the option that says market order, and then you click on it and you can buy either one, which is $121.07, or you can buy as many as you want, which is any amount of dollars you have in your account. These are only during market hours. If you add a period before the number, then that means that you're trying to buy a fractional share too, because we can write down 0.50, and that is equivalent to half of a share. So it's only charging us $60.54, because that will be like 50% of a Apple share. So it's another way in which you can buy fractional shares instead of using just the amount of dollars, just depending, like we said, on the available balance on your Robinhood account. Okay. So now we will try to place an order which is considered limit. So limit orders are done on pre-market or after market hours. So just like we explained before, market hours are from 9:30 to 4 p.m. and the limit orders here for Robinhood, they start at 9 a.m. to 9:29. So they have what is called pre-market. During the pre-market, you cannot process market orders. Your orders have to be placed in a different way if you want to get in earlier. So again, we go to the option where it says trade, then buy, then on the top where it says shares, we click on it, and then you see here under conditional orders, the second one is called limit order. So during limit orders, if is only gonna go through if someone that has Apple shares is willing to sell it to you at that price. So even if the price is marked as 121.07, if no one is selling their Apple stocks, you would not be able to buy it at that price. Sometimes you have to bid higher, for example, 1 or 2 pennies higher for your limit order to go through. Sometimes people they do the opposite. They try to bid lower in case someone wants to get out of the position for a lower price, because they had already had some profits. They want to lock in the profits, and they will sell at a lower price just to get out of it. So you can do it either way. So this is from 9 a.m. to 9:29, but also from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. when the market is closed. Those are the hours for limit orders. Now my friend Nilton is going to be explaining you the next option that is very important here, which is the stop loss.
Okay, with the stop loss, we can leave it set as a certain lower price than the one the stock is trading for. We can use to lock in profits or not to lose your capital. So I'm gonna show you how to set a stop loss. Click on trade, and then on sell on top corner where it says shares or dollars, click on it. We're gonna click on a stop order, and we're gonna set the price at lower price than the one is currently trading for. Will be determined by your strategy on the market.
Okay, so why do we use the stop loss? We use it for different reasons. In this case, to lock in profits. So currently Apple is at 121.07, but on this account, whoever bought this Apple stock, they bought it once it was at $54.19. Let's say this person is not willing to lose more on their profits in case Apple drops more than, let's say, $115 or $100. So you go and you set the stop loss at $100. So in case, sorry, just added some extra zeros. So in case the market drops, or there's some bad news and Apple falls to $100, during market hours, it will automatically sell your Apple stock at that price. You can choose how many days you can have it set for, or up to what time in case something's gonna happen. And you can also choose the amount of shares you can sell, or if you want to sell all of them or some of them. You can also use it if you're trying to what is called swing. So you bought it for about 115 and you're just trying to get some quick profits. Is at 121. If for any reason it drops to 120, you can set your stop loss at 120. It would automatically sell your Apple stock. You still be making $5 on each Apple stock that you bought, and you get out of the position quick and easy. You make money. You didn't lose money because it can also drop below your 115 to, let's say, 114 or 113, and you would already have to hold it until it gets back to to a position in which you're making a profit.
So now we're gonna explain the rule in the market, so your account does not get locked by something called day trade pattern. So a day trade is when you purchase and sell the same stock on the same day. We are only allowed to do this up to 3 times on a 5 business day. If you exceed the rule, your account will be marked as a day trade pattern and will be locked for up to 3 months, and you can only sell your stocks.
Okay guys, so we're now looking at Webull. This is the other application we were gonna talk about. For this one, if you use the link that we will leave on the description below, you will get 2 free stocks when you open an account. And I believe all you gotta invest is like $100. So at the bottom you see a watch list. It's for any stocks you want to be watching constantly. Markets, then we have different options for the US, cryptos, and around the world. The main on the center, that will be for your account. But here for this example, we are gonna go to the magnifying glass on the top corner, right top corner, and that's the search. And we're gonna click on it and we're gonna search for Apple. You can see the ticker symbol is AAPL. We have it here on the recent search, so we can just click on it. And this is a little bit more technical for stocks or options. Okay, so what I like from Webull better than Robinhood is that the pre-market hours have a longer period of hours that you can trade for. Remember, with Robinhood, pre-market starts from 9 a.m. to 9:29. In Webull, your pre-market starts at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and until 9:29. Also, your aftermarket is from 4 p.m. to 4:01 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What I like, as you can see here, that is going across the screen, you get news, sometimes related to the stock, most of the time, but at the bottom you also have some news, and most of the times they are somehow related to the stock that you're looking at, so you can be informed while using the app. You can also have a comment section, and people will just write down sometimes useful information, sometimes just social media trash talk. On the bottom left where we see trade, we can click on it, and just like we explained to you on the previous option, we have a limit option for either pre-market or aftermarket hours, in which we set the price for what we're trying to buy the stock for. But here on the mid section where you see there's 10 on green and it shows 121, and to the right you see 200 at 121.10. Well, that shows you that during limit hours 200 shares were being sold at $121.10. 10 shares were trying to be purchased at $121. They just needed 10 more cents for those shares to be for the orders to go through, because remember, during pre-market and aftermarket, the people that holds the stock, us, we determine the price that we want to sell for. Look, Apple closed at 121.07. Whoever is selling this 200 shares is asking for an extra 3 cents more than what Apple closed for. The people that was trying to buy the 10 shares, they were trying to be cheap and pay 7 cents less than what Apple closed for. Sometimes there's people willing to sell it to you for a lower amount because they already made some gains and the extra pennies are nothing to them. Sometimes it will be a big difference depending on the amount of shares you bought. But this only happens during the pre-market and aftermarket. We, the people, or whoever is holding the stock, determines the price of what you want to sell it for and what you want to buy it for, what you're willing to pay for it, right? So that's a clear example here. It shows you, in a more clear way what people is trying to pay, what people is selling it for. On Robinhood, you don't get to see it, so you have to try to guess the price. That's why I like Webull better. During market hours, then we place our market orders, and is whatever the price of what the stock is trading for. In this case, 121.07. If I put a quantity here for 2 shares, then it's gonna buy 2 shares, each one for 121.07. We can also change, here is to either buy or sell, but we can also change the amount of shares that we want to buy, how in percentages too. And here is a stop loss that we show you before too on Robinhood. Same here, you can set a price, quantity of shares that you want to sell, and this is for either this day or go good until I cancel it. So that means the order can be there for months, and it says take profit, stop loss. Like I said, if you bought the stock for 110 and it drops to like 120, so you set a stop loss so you don't lose money on the stock, depending on what you paid for that particular stock. That's why you set it for, to lock in profits, or in case the market drops. There was currently a market correction and a lot of stocks dropped, but you can also average down, which is paying a lower amount than what you pay in the past, so that way your overall price for the stock that you pay for, it gets lower and lower if the stock keeps dropping in value. So that way you also can get out easier or faster, and you don't have to wait for the stock to return to that original price that you pay for initially. There's many ways or many strategies that we can use in the market. You can be there in a stock for long term, like most people own Apple. You can be to swing, meaning you buy a stock to expect to hit certain price and then sell it once it gets to that point and you make a profit. You can scalp, which is buying a lot of shares of certain stock, usually done with penny stocks. So that amount of shares that you buy, because it's usually in the hundreds or the thousands, will give you a profit if it just goes up a few pennies. We're gonna go into details later what contracts or options, which is what you see here on the lower right corner, is. You can buy options for stocks too. We're gonna explain to you guys what this is and the different strategies on the upcoming videos. With just remember, guys, so you can keep up with our upcoming videos, to please subscribe. If any of this information was useful to you guys, don't forget to also give us a like. Thank you and have a good day.